Good morning, class. This is Nausama Nauri Neha, lecturer English Department, Shanemutullah College. I welcome you on behalf of Kishore Vatayan. And today is HSC first paper's rearrange. As you know, I have already explained in my last class some of your topics. So let's check. Can you listen me properly or not? So in comments, please let me know that is everything okay, can you listen me and everything is fine, so I can start today's class actually. Okay, Shitu Hur, good morning. Tasrif Ahmed, walaikum assalam. Akash Shah, namaskar. Okay, but you have not mentioned that is everything okay. I know some of you may have some network issue, even I have sometimes some network issues, so it's not that okay, I know, but let's start today's class. Actually, some of you have told me many times that rearrange is very easy, and some of you sometimes say that rearrange is very hard for us to crack. That means you cannot understand where to start and how to start. So today actually I have discussed, or I have chosen some very common questions to be discussed. What are they? They are actually taken from your board questions, so they are not very new, they are not unknown to you, they are actually known to you. So for solving this type of rearrange, what type of thing do you actually do? And actually I know that there are so many ways to solve a rearrange. So let me know that. Okay, Fatima Jannat, thank you very much, everything is fine. The television is not clear. Yeah, I know that if the network is not okay, the television will blur sometime, but I can understand that I have to do what I have with what I have actually, and you can manage it. Okay, there are so many people over there, and thank you for commenting. At the end I will try to read all the comments, or if I don't get enough time, I assure you after finishing this class I will go after the comments, but not within the time, maybe after finishing the class. From my ID I can comment back. So let's not waste any time, just start the rearrange. First tell me what actually you do when you solve a rearrange. Many of you are very well at rearrange, but there are a few students. I am assuming there are few, but I know there are many types of students actually. Some students are very good and some students are not that much good at this question. I'm not talking about other questions. There are so many questions in first paper that can be solved in very easy manner without even giving much attention. But if you want to solve a rearrange, you have to pay some attention. I know that many students are well aware, but today's class are for those students who are weak in solving a rearrange or cannot understand how to solve a rearrange. That means today's topic is actually solving a rearrange for middle students and even below average students. But those who are very good, they will have a bit of monotony, because I will talk about very common thing, very easy thing. That means the very good students will not be benefited from my class. No, that's not the topic actually. You can judge your way and my way and let me know in comment that which one is better. That means the way you solve is better or the way I am solving is the better. So let me know in comment box that what you do actually to solve a rearrange, and let's start my way. When you will have a rearrange like this, the 10 sentences will be given. So I am telling you, this is actually Dr. Muhammad Shohidullah's passage, and those who are actually in HSC may have test paper or may have board questions, can easily bring your board question before you. তোমরা যারা আসলে এইখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছ না তারা কিন্তু সহজে বইটা একটু বের করে নিতে পারো এবং মিলিয়ে নিতে পারো, কারণ আমি কিন্তু খুব কমন একটা কোয়েশ্চেনই বেছে নিয়েছি। আই নো দ্যাট দ্য স্ক্রিন ইজ নট দ্যাট মাচ ভিজিবল দ্যাট in actual life it can be. So let's start without wasting that much time. When you have a rearrange, first think that what type of rearrange is this. For that, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning, that means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Read between the line. Don't skip the lines. I know there are some students, what they do not read all the lines. They just read, okay, he was one of the, okay, he died, okay. Not like that. Read like this: he was one of the most renowned linguists of Bangladesh. So you will have an idea who the person can be. Second one, B, he died in 1969 and we remember him with respect. That means this is actually the death. So there can have a presumption that the B will be the last line, because we know when we start a story or start talking about a person, we actually start with birth and we end with death. See, he was second to none in Bengali language and literature. That means this is actually not a very definite information, but it's an information about the person. So there are some types of sentences. Some will be like birth, family, childhood, and career, and this type of sentence will be given for information, not like this is the beginning or this is the end. And here the D, Dr. Muhammad Shohidullah was born in Four Parganas, West Bengal in 1885. So actually here is a sentence which was born. I will tell you that if you have any sentence like this, start with the sentence, because every rearrange like this, like person's life or autobiography or biography, this is actually starts with birth, was born. He joined Joshore Jilla School in 1910. He passed the entrance and FA exam in 1904 and 1906. So here the sentences like 1910, 1904, 1906, these are actual sequence. So when you will have the year, you can understand, okay, he was born in 1885, so his birth starts the passage. I have to find which is the next thing the passage is telling about the person after 1885. So this is actually a year sequence. Here it is told 1910, it is 1904. So it's obvious that F will come before E. H, he received some awards and contributed much of Bengali literature. Remember that when we will talk about a person's life, and we will actually have this type of achievements, receives some contribution and receive some awards, this type of sentence will just come before the death, just the closing, and death is the closing, and before the closing there will be this type of lines. He passed honors and masters in 1910 and 1912. Now we can see here is 1910 and 1912 and here is 1910. So which one will come before? Think. He joined Joshore Jilla School. So he joined a particular institution, and here it is told that he passed honors and masters. So think, if you have to join a particular institution, what will you do? Will you first pass your exams or join an institution and then you will pass? Obviously you have to pass before you join any institution. So it is actually honors and masters, this sentence will come before this line, this 10, because this is actually the result, after passing, he joined there. He joined Dhaka University as a lecturer of Bengali in 1921. Now you can get that here is 1910, 12, it is 10, it is 1904 and 1906, it is 1885, and obviously it is 1921. So you can have a sequence like that. We will start with 1885, then we can go for 1904, 1906, then 1910, 1912, then 1910 joining, and obviously after that he joined Dhaka University as a lecturer of Bengali in 1921, and obviously last one he got his PhD in 1928. So this is actually sequential, and after that he died 1961. But still there are two sentences. He was one of the most renowned linguists and he was second to none. So let me know in comment box where you will like to put A and C. I am giving you some option. Will you put these two lines just after the first line, that he, Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah, was born in, sorry, it's actually wrong, it will be 24 Parganas, 24 Pargana, so it's actually a wrong thing, I am sorry for this. And actually 1960, so where you will put this thing, that most renowned linguists and the second, let me know in comment box. Actually writing font is small, I agree with you, but it's not that you have to read from this one, because I have to have the full question in one screen, and I am sorry that I don't have a bigger screen, but I think after finishing my class you can have the question and you can zoom it out and then you can listen my lecture. So I'm really heartily sorry for that. Yeah, actually network is not that much good. Thank you. Actually I can understand that board is not clear. That's the big problem. Okay, Abak Prithibi, thank you. I am fine. Tariqul Islam, you another class in Bangla. Actually, I have to do the class in English. That's the order. So actually, this is the answer. That when there will be sentences like this, and that achievements will be that, we have to clear it. This is actually second question. This is Rabindranath Tagore. So those who have the board or the book before you, you can comment for your students or classmates that which year it was given in board. That will be much better. I'm not doing that. This is actually your part. It's the same thing. In 1880, Rabindranath was called back to India. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1930 for Gitanjali. He returned home without any qualification of distinction. He wrote Gitanjali, a collection of Bengali songs of superior quality. Rabindranath Tagore was born in 1861 into a respected family at Jodashako in Kolkata. So now you can see that here is a sentence with was born. So here when we will get was born, this will be the starting point, 1861. At the age of 17 in 1878, he reached London to attend school. So it's 1878. He went to school early and wrote his first verse at the age of 8. So now you can understand that when we will see at least these lines, we can have a kind of sequence. So actually what I am trying to tell you, that whenever you have this type of rearrange with years, with some information about a person, try to see first at the years that is given, just like 1861, 1878, and also you can see the years mentioned, like at the age of 8, and here is at the age of 17. So this will help you to actually figure out a structure. You will not be able to understand the whole thing, but the structure will be clear. আমি একটু বলে নিই বাংলাতে তোমাদের সুবিধার্থে। যখন এরকম কোনো রিঅ্যারেঞ্জ আসবে, প্রথমে তোমরা ওয়াজ বর্নটাকে খেয়াল করতে পারো, এখানে ওয়াজ বর্ন রয়েছে। দেন তোমরা কিন্তু খেয়াল করবে যে কোন সালগুলো আছে, যেমন 1880 দেওয়া আছে, 1861, 1913, 1878, এই সালগুলো তোমাদেরকে একটা স্ট্রাকচার ফর্ম করতে হেল্প করবে। দেন তোমরা কিসে ফোকাস করবে, এই যে 8, 17, এই যে সংখ্যাগুলো, কারণ সেক্ষেত্রে তার বয়স 18, জন্ম হয়েছে এততে, এই সালটা বুঝতেও সুবিধা হবে। এবং সবার শেষে বেসিক কিছু জিনিস তো থেকেই যায়, যেটা তোমরা কিন্তু মানে বুঝতে পারবে কখন, যখন এই রকম একটা জিনিস তোমরা মাথায় রাখবে যে আমি যখনই কোনো রিঅ্যারেঞ্জ ফর্ম করব, অ্যাট দ্য বিগিনিং আমি নেম অথবা ইয়ার অফ বার্থ এগুলো মেনশন করে দিতে পারি, ফার্স্টেই এটা আসবে। হোয়াট ক্যান বি টেকেন নেক্সট, বার্থ প্লেস অর আইডেন্টিটি। অ্যাজ ইউ ক্যান রিমেম্বার, তোমরা যদি একটু মনে করো, কিছুক্ষণ আগে আমরা যখন ডক্টর মোহাম্মদ শহীদুল্লাহ রিঅ্যারেঞ্জটা করছিলাম, তখন কিন্তু আমরা দেখেছি যে তার সম্পর্কে কিছু ওয়ান অফ দ্য নট দ্য সেকেন্ড এরকম কিছু ইনফরমেশন আইডেন্টিটি চলে এসেছে, সেগুলো কিন্তু আমরা সেকেন্ডেই দিয়ে দেব। আইডেন্টিটি এখানে একটু খেয়াল করবা যে অ্যাচিভমেন্ট না, কিন্তু আইডেন্টিটি। নেক্সট ফ্যামিলি সম্পর্কে যদি কোনো ইনফরমেশান থাকে, এটা খুব কম থাকে, যদি থাকে চাইল্ডহুড নিয়ে যদি কোনো ইনফরমেশান থাকে তাহলে এই জায়গাটাতে আসবে। নেক্সট এই ইনফরমেশানগুলো বেশি থাকে, ওয়ার্ক, জব, ক্যারিয়ার, ক্রিয়েশন, অ্যাচিভমেন্ট। অবভিয়াসলি এই যে ক্রিয়েশনের সাথে আমি অ্যাচিভমেন্ট দিয়েছি কেন, because when you will write the sentences or rearrange the sentences, you will see there will be work, job, career, creation, and there will be some achievements. So you will mention all about his works or career ways. It can have one sentence, two sentences, or many sentences, and at the end there will be the death. So this is actually the basic thing if you wanna make a rearrange. But if you don't think like this, the rearrange will be harder one. তাহলে আমরা কি করব, ফার্স্টে কিন্তু আমরা পুরো প্যাসেজটা একবার পড়ে নেব। We will read the full passage. Then what will we do? Then we will just try to focus on the given year, was born, or this type of thing will be given. So if you can see the, I know there is a problem that you cannot see it, so it's actually Kudrat Khuda, so I don't know you can see it or not. Let me see. If you can see, then I can ask basic things about it. By the way, many students have joined, so let me see the comments for a moment. Arafat Hussain from Lokhipur Government College. Noor Jannatul Firdaus, Sirajganj Government College. Thank you. And Jannatul Nisa Lily from J. Rahman Premier Bank School and College. Thank you. Rajat Kanti Dash from Jagannathpur Government College, Sunamganj, Sylhet. Yeah, it's really nice. Many of you has said Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. So I think it's not good to ask a question from you from this blah thing. I am telling you the next rearrange solving way. This is actually a story. I am reading it for you. and if you cannot see, you can listen. The first sentence is, then he invited applicants. Just if you can't see, listen me and I will read it, and I think you will enjoy it very much. Then he invited applicants. When you will have a story, there will some way of solving a story. If you have known the story, তুমি যদি আগে থেকে স্টোরিটা জানো তাহলে কিন্তু স্টোরিটা সলভ করা অনেক সহজ হয়ে যায়, কিন্তু যদি নতুন কোনো স্টোরি হয় তাহলে সলভ করাটা একটু কঠিন, সেক্ষেত্রেও লজিক খাটাতে হবে। আর যদি বলি যে আমি একটা স্টোরির রিঅ্যারেঞ্জ পড়তে বসেছি, সেটা কিভাবে পড়বো, তাহলে এই টেকনিকটা প্রয়োগ করতে পারো। এটা খুব সহজেই তোমাকে একটা রিঅ্যারেঞ্জ মনে রাখতে হেল্প করবে। There are so many students who memorize the A, B, C like things, that okay, it's C, it's D, and I am just memorizing. This is not okay, because the question setter will set the question. He may rearrange or just amalgamate the sentences. So when the I will be B, you will be just lost. So don't memorize the lines or numbers. Just try to understand the things. So this is actually the way how you can read a rearrange or try to make a rearrange even without knowing the story. So what is the thing? Then he invited applications. This is actually he invited applications. Who? It is not mentioned. Who invited application is not mentioned. I can understand, you can understand that somebody who is he, third person singular number, invited application. The applicants were asked to meet the Sultan one by one. The applicants were asked, that means the applicants came and they were asked to meet the Sultan one by one. Now you can guess, okay, this he is actually Sultan. And if you have to choose A and B, obviously you can understand that invited will be first, because if you have invited, then the person will come, but it is not possible that the person will come then you will invite. So you can understand the sequence. Long ago there lived a sultan in a country. This is a sentence that very long ago there lived a sultan in a country. So now you can understand that long ago, long since, many time, this type of thing actually given in many rearranges, like so the sentences will be first one. So what is it? If you see long ago, so it is actually, see, long ago there lived a sultan in a country. And if you can see the appoint, that means he wanted to appoint an honest man as his tax collector. So long ago there lived a sultan in a country, then he found the desired man. Obviously if you can connect that invited and found is nearer, but not that much nearer. He invited to appoint an honest man as his tax collector. Now you can understand that okay, the invitation is for collecting a tax collector. He was trying to appoint a tax collector. A number of people applied for the job. So it is obvious that when there will be invited, application will be invited, a lot of people will apply, because tax collector is a very important job. All the applicants blushed and refused except one. What was that? Where they offered the job? Okay, let's see. So he asked for the wise counselor's advice. So wise counselor advice will be asked when, obviously when the sultan will try to appoint some tax collector, he will ask his advisor, please come and give some advice or suggest me how can I appoint a very honest tax collector. When they all arrived, the sultan asked them to dance. What? Yeah, now you can understand what they actually refused. They were asked to dance. They came through a passage where gold coins were kept. This is the last line. They came through a passage where gold coins were kept. So I am giving you a way how you can just connect the story. Long ago, Sultan wanted to appoint a tax collector, so he asked for advice. Then he invited application. Many people applied for the job. They were asked to meet one by one. they came through a passage where a bag of gold coins were put. They were asked to dance. All of them refused except one, and he found the actual person. If you read the whole lines and the total lines between the lines, everything, you can not understand how to remember the rearrange. But if you just pick some words like this, I will not remember the full line, I will just remember long ago. Like if I have to memorize or remember, I will remember a point, then I will search, okay, where is the point? Okay, here is the point. He wanted to appoint. So if you just remember any rearrange like this, if you read like this, you can actually make it possible to remember any way, any rearrange. I know there are many students who ask me how many types of rearranges. You know, there are actually 3 types of rearranges. First is actually that biography type, any person's life, any person's actually career, where he born, how he was brought up, what was his career, and then what he achieved, and then how he died. And this is actually what I mentioned you just some back. This is the way you have to think: was born, birthplace, family, childhood, and then this work, job, career thing, and the death. And the next one is actually story. And if you try to actual thing to be remembered, that means you have to make a rearrange. You can think, okay, I have to make a story. Long ago there was a sultan, there was an appointment, or he actually wanted to appoint a tax collector. So what will ask, what will he do? The sultan will ask for the advice of wise tax collectors, will be wise counselors advice. Invited application, obviously after discussing with the advisor, he will ask some invitation. Okay, who will like to join the post, please apply for the post. And obviously many people will apply for the job, and what will happen, they will come. But as honest one has to be chosen, there is a way that meet one by one, not all, one by one. Why? Because they will come through a passage. Here is came, but they will, I can tell that they will come with through a passage where there will be a bag. What is that? The bag is actually to test the honesty. Then when they will come within the room, the Viber room, to meet the sultan, they were asked to dance. Why? If they dance, what will happen? They will have the body movement. But if there is gold coin, the gold coin will make a sound, and that's why they refuse to dance. And last one, so only one person agreed to dance. Why? Because the person was honest. And finally the sultan found the person. So this type of sentences, word, if you collect and make a story with the words, then you can think, okay, long ago, oh fine, what he wanted to appoint, this is appoint an honest man as his tax collector. Okay, appointed, wanted to appoint. So what will he do? He will ask for the wise. So he asked for the wise counselor's advice. After asking, what he did, then he invited application. And what happened? Just see what happened. Many people actually applied. So this is actually the way you can solve a rearrange. So I think you know how to write a rearrange. I know this is for HSC student first year and second year. Those who are going to face the HSC exam and even in the first year may know this is the way. You have to make a box. There you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over the first row, and in the second you will write the answer number. What I have done, I have used the number given in the question. অনেক সময় এই ভুলটা অনেকেই করে যে সি না দিয়ে 3 3 লিখো না, কারণ এটা কিন্তু ভুল হয়ে যায়। আমাদের যেটা কোয়েশ্চেনে দেওয়া থাকবে সেটাই লিখতে হবে। সো দিস ইজ দ্য ওয়ে। অ্যান্ড দ্য লাস্ট কোয়েশ্চেন দ্যাট আই উইল ডিসকাস, সাম অফ ইউ আস্ক মি দ্যাট ম্যাম, ইফ আই হ্যাভ টু রাইট দ্য হোল রিঅ্যারেঞ্জ, দ্যাট মিন্স আফটার রাইটিং দিস, is it necessary to write the full rearrange in a coherent manner? This is not like that. If you are asked to write the full passage, that means if you read the question, you can see rearrange the sentences. If it is this, that rearrange the sentences, that means you can just write it and everything is fine. But sometimes the question also tells rewrite the sentences in a proper rearranged way. That means then you have to write it. So it's like that you will write these things like 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 10, and you will write the full answer just before them. Thank you very much for watching. I know in today's class there were some problems regarding blurring, but if you just listen my words, I can assure you, you can make it very clear that rearrange is very easy and you can do it by yourself. But as I have not cleared that much, if you have any question, you can write in comment and I will just give the slides picture in JPG format in comment, so you can just have it and you can download it. Don't worry, I will give it just after finishing the class. So if you are really eager to know how to make a rearrange, you have the opportunity to download the pictures. So this is for today. I hope in next class we will have a better class and I will work on the monitor obviously. Thank you very much for today. Have a nice time.